like, I get what I get the sense of like what the mother's the main character's mother, what she was talking about. You know, sometimes you obsess with the thing that you're passionate about, and you forget that there's another world out there. You know, and you have to you kind of have to detach yourself from your passion at times. You know, to actually enjoy the work of your labor. You know, and that was something that's been happening to me these last couple of months, especially during my birthday month, especially through November. You know, kind of detaching myself from from photographing and even during December, and just enjoying life. You know, it's been something that I've been just doing for the last 3 years almost. And the fact that I sometimes I don't see or don't enjoy the fruits of my labor. So for me, it spoke a lot in a different sense, and also like, you know, enjoying somebody that really wants to be with you, you know. And that's kind of like what I think I fell in love with this movie because of that, because of the storyline. Also, it was really great to see an appreciation for film photography, which a lot of people nowadays with digital cameras has kind of taken its own backseat. But like, you know, I think even people that are younger than me are taking up more of the film side of photography, which is great because I love seeing vintage cameras getting used, you know, and it proves to you and to everybody else that you don't really need a $2,000 camera to take a really good picture. You could just use your iPhone. You could use anything, you know, to take a beautiful picture. And, you know, and every photo tells a story. So that's where I love, I wanted to pick this over Closer. And yeah, that's what I was hoping that that would come across.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome because I had the same thoughts about the film. I was like, oh, how's this relate for Diego? And I can see how you said the mother relates kind of to you when you're doing your work. You know, your hobby, the thing you use your OnlyFans for and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, dude, like I hope like Diego isn't getting lost like that, dude, because it seems like a real tragedy for the mother too. So I was like, damn, dude, don't go that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, holy shit. And this, for me, just in the movie in general, and it's a PG-13, and I don't watch these kinds of movies. You know what I mean? So and I thought it was really wonderful, dude, that you picked this because to enter 2021 in a more dramatic and love note.
Yeah.
It's good, dude. We got to have these once in a while, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, my thoughts of the movie were like, it's a good drama for you to start this year off with this. And my other take on this is that I love, what's that actor, dude? Little Ray Howie, dude? That guy is fucking hilarious. I don't know why. His subtlety in his movies are great, dude. Like, I don't know. He was good in Get Out, too, dude. He was having me dying, dude. I hope to see more from that guy, especially since I saw this one, and it's a PG-13. And I thought they did really well, too. And I want to take that most African-American love movies usually have a lot of violence in them sometimes too, and this didn't do any of that, and they did it really well. You know what I mean?
It felt like a good change. That's to me what I saw. Like I've seen and that's what I think most of the time. I love seeing sometimes Latino movies, and then sometimes these romantic Latino movies kind of turn me off because of the same thing with violence. But this one, it made a good approach and kind of got rid of the stigma of that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, and I thought that was wonderful, dude. I also want to give a shout out to Robert Glasper, who made the. He's an American pianist that did the soundtracks for this movie, dude, which are really well done, dude. And I can relate to him, dude, because I play piano, dude. I mostly do a lot of beats with my fingers and melodies and shit. So like I was like, damn, that's awesome. Like I'm just seeing from Black Dynamite to this one how awesome being a composer could be. You know what I mean? That shit's really cool. And like Wes said, all the actors have really great chemistry. I also love Issa Rae, dude. She looks so fun to work with, and not the same like a dirtbag because like I think she looks good, but she fucking she looks like just a fun actor, and I don't know, man. Like they had a good cast for this type of movie too.
Yes, I agree.
They all shined, and Lakeith Stanfield, you gotta give it to that guy. He could play a good. He just nails his roles too.
That guy,
he's like great in everything.
He's a goat, dude. He's a fucking goat.
Literally.
That guy is fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, he is. Dude, I hope to see more from all these actors, dude. It seems like they're all just fleshing out. Since Corona's slowing things down. Did you not to get away from the movie, but they're talking about halting, I think this just came out, they're halting movies and stuff, dude. Like, take down the sets and because of COVID and shit like that. Did you guys not see that? It was like a new order by like the government or something.
I think they're moving. That's why a lot of movies are going over to England or New Zealand or even Australia. Yeah.
That'd actually be awesome because they have beautiful places. There's more places than just America, you know. So
yeah.
But yeah, let's hear. James, you want to go? Let's hear your take on this.
No, I like both of you said in your little reviews. I really did enjoy the entire cast of this. I really did want to see more of what was he? His best friend and his wife, that couple that he spent the night with, and
that's his brother, right?
Is it his brother?
Yeah.
Okay. I really enjoyed like the interaction with them. Whenever he's in the interaction, having conversations with them, it's always really funny. Like you said, the little subtleties and little one-liners that he does are just hilarious. Other than that, I think it was really good, and I do like the similarities between her mom's like history with love and relationships, and how it kind of affected her subconsciously, or not even really, because she said she didn't really even like know her mom like that well, with all these secrets and stuff, but just how that kind of carries on to your to your kids, your offspring. And I thought that was pretty cool and how she kind of breaks the cycle at the end of the movie when she takes that step of going to London and even buying a ticket to Kendrick Lamar to go see it with him, who she said she can't stand him. But I thought that was pretty cool.
That was funny though.
Yeah. I think I really enjoyed this one. Lakeith Stanfield was great in this. I think I don't like we've all said he's really finding his groove in these last couple of movies that he's been doing, and then also in ATL, what's it called?
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. In Atlanta, he's great in that. It's I feel like he's underrated as an actor, and I want to say he feels that way too, because he's always talking shit about Hollywood, which is hilarious on Instagram. I love seeing him start drama and stuff because it's funny. He's a very, very smart guy, and he holds himself to a high standard, and he knows what he's worth, and he goes for it. And same thing with Issa. I love her show on HBO. Is it on HBO, Wes?
Yes, Insecure.
Insecure, yeah, that show is amazing. If you haven't seen that, that's a bonus rec. Go and watch that because that show is great. But I mean, this was a great pick, Diego. I really did enjoy this. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I just watched it. I just watched the trailer and I was like, okay. I mean, it seems like a romantic movie. I thought it was gonna be extremely slow. It didn't seem slow to me. I know some people would say that it's kind of drags on. I can see where some people would say that because I was reading some reviews. But I don't know. It felt really good, really well paced. I think, and I like the twist at the end, or towards the last act where she finds out. Spoilers that the guy that Lakeith Stanfield's doing the story on is Issa's father.
Yeah, that was really good.
Really cool. Yeah, and so I really enjoyed this.
Like Lakeith Stanfield from like a guy's point of view, like trying to be in relationships and shit is really relatable, dude. That shit was. I was like, holy shit, dude! Like I feel like I've done this. You know what I mean? So like, I thought that was really good. And I feel like they do good on both sides for both genders. That we all have like an issue, and it's better to get through it together than think we can handle the world alone and shit. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of kind of the theme of the movie was you kind of don't get that really, but you kind of feel for it because with Lakeith and he leaves women all the time or something like that, and he's just not happy, dude. But then he finds a glimpse of happiness, dude, and I could totally relate to that, dude. And it's happened a few times. Doesn't fully last, but it's good that it does. You know what I mean? So I found that really good in the story.
What about you, Wes?
So like you, James, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this. I remember seeing the trailers in the theater, and I was like, I thought it was peculiar that these two stars, because they're not really known for this kind of work, that it was peculiar that they that they did something like this. But having sit down and checking it out, I was really impressed. I thought it was so good. I loved that Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield are kind of playing against their archetype, what they've kind of been known for, and they're super graceful in both of their performances. You completely buy them falling for each other. I love when you go back in time and you see the kind of the trauma that her mom went with her own mom, and this kind of situation that every culture can kind of relate to, where when your family doesn't necessarily approve of the person that you want to be with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only that, but then it also tackles what once you get to that point with that person and they're content with just living a normal life, do you choose your career and you go down another path, and do you leave that potentially your soulmate behind and put your career first, or do you settle? And that's a tough thing, to kind of to walk through and navigate through, and it's super relatable. But then I feel like the way that they grounded it in Black culture was amazing, because we don't get that too often, especially as you guys said, there's no violence, there's no really weird stuff going on that you wouldn't normally see in something, not like a romantic movie, but normally there's something that happens, some kind of tragedy. And with this, the tragedy and the stuff that happens is all normal, where it's like cancer or
like a job across the sea,
Yeah, separation.